Hello guys, I just want to use this video here as a way of giving you feedback on the exam question on externalities. So essentially, I'm going to grade your assignments and I want you to watch this video, go through this document, and then you can regrade your assignment yourself and see what you can learn from how I graded you. So, and of course, if you do that, you always have the option to come and challenge and say, hey, I think you're too harsh, or I think you're too soft on a particular point. So I'll just make it very quick. Your question was, to what extent is advertising the most effective way of increasing the consumption of merit goods? And it's a 15-mark question. So we've done the 10-mark question so far, but this is an evaluation question. So you're asked to what extent. So it's not just about explain how advertising might affect the increase in consumption of merit goods. It's basically, is advertising the most effective way? So you have to do all that you had to do with explaining it, and then you have to do some more. You have to evaluate. Is advertising the best? What are the alternatives? What are the benefits to using advertising? What are the limitations or drawback? That is the sort of thing you need to get to. So this is tips on structure. It should say how I'm going to mark you, how I'm going to grade you on this. First, your structure. You get 2 marks for your structure. I will keep on doing this to you guys. I want to see proper structure, paragraphs, have a purpose. Everything you write should have a purpose. There's no point writing something just to fill in the words or make up, complete a page. Structure, opening, point, closing. Very, very simple. So you have 2 marks for structure. Here, you need to define merit goods. You basically have to make sure you give a good definition of merit goods. That's going to be 2 points. Then you'd have a diagram showing the positive externalities. So showing how the positive externalities with the merit goods, how this can cause market failure, and then show how advertising can be used to deal with the market failure. So advertising can cause the private benefit, the marginal private benefit curve to shift to the right, to be up at the same level as the social benefit. It can internalize the externalities, so to speak. Next, then, 2 marks on explanation of the positive externalities associated with merit goods and how advertising can increase the demand and consumption of the merit goods. So here you're explaining how it works. So again, you have your diagram, and then you have your explanation. Make sure you link these in. Make sure that you're explaining this diagram, and you're showing how essentially what they said in the question, how this is meant to work. And then the last part, examples of, not the last part, sorry, the second last part, but the last of the ordinary parts, examples of the advertising of merit goods to increase consumption. So I hope you guys just dug a little deep and came up with some examples on that, like some real examples. So to get the 2 marks on this, I want to see a real world example from the last few, from the last year or so. So notice now it's up to 10 marks. This is your standard 10-mark question up to here, your ordinary question. This is the advanced question. It's 15 marks. And there, this is 5 marks are rewarded for how well you evaluate. So how well you look at the extent of what these are done. And of course, here's some tips of what you might include on the evaluation. One final thing. Oh, what's this? If your assignment is late, you'll be deducted some points. How much you get deducted depends on 1, my mood. And I have a little baby, so my mood sometimes can be pretty bad because I have no sleep. And 2, how annoying you've been lately. So you guys got to think about that as well. Okay, I'm sure you all done really well, and I'm looking forward to grading them. I will give you exams back, or these assignments back, on Thursday. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.